First time tomorrow afternoon. Last August, Burlington became just the fourth U.S. city to ever form an official task force to study possible reparations for descendants of slaves. Local 22's Mike Hoey brings us the latest on the group efforts. Mike?
Well, Lauren, the task force can't come up with any recommendations for the Queen City until it researches just how extensive the effects of slavery and the forms of discrimination that have followed it really are. Part of the research, African American history in Burlington and elsewhere in Vermont. Dr. Elise Guyette expects to write the portions of the report covering pre-statehood through 1890.
I'm sure we'll find some de facto discrimination in housing and in hiring practices. I also want to look at all the occupational data that we can find.
Other housing data will have to do with racially restrictive covenants, legal language in real estate deeds barring anyone non-white from buying or living on the property. Federal law allowed them until 1948. Last year, a study of Census Bureau data found Minnesota's Twin Cities with the lowest African-American home ownership rate of any major U.S. metro area. University of Minnesota researchers recently wanted to know how housing covenants played into that. They studied digital copies of deeds from 1910 to 1955 with database software.
The research team figured they would find about maybe 100 or so racial covenants. They ended up finding over 20,000. And so this is something that no one really knows the extent to which racial covenants mapped urban geographies throughout the country.
The goal is to scan Burlington deeds from 1900 through 1960. Right now, the Queen City's digitized deeds only go back as far as 1986. Creating electronic copies of earlier documents would also benefit the city in another way.
If there's a fire at City Hall, they're gone.
Right.
There's no backup of it. There's no record of it. They're gone forever. And so it's like twofold then.
Now the task force is going to have until a year from today, February 3rd, 2022, to research the report and present it. The group is also looking into a formal apology from the Queen City for its role in perpetuating slavery. Live in the studio tonight, Mike Hoey, Local 22 News.
Mike, thank you. More than 70 students, parents, and educators gathered to talk about